Panalo attorney, ano pong masasabi niyo? What is your assessment? Ano bang napatunayan ng prosecution sa ginawang direct examination dun sa state auditor?
Nakatulog yata ako eh. Hindi, alam mo ang punto ko, hindi ko maintindihan. Kasi kung ako ang abogado, papadismiss ko kagad yung Article 1.
Why?
Kasi nga, di ba, paulit-ulit ko na sinasabi. Sabi ninyo, preliminary. Sabi nyo, hindi final yung finding nyo na may irregularity. Eh kung hindi pa pala final, why are we all here discussing and prosecuting Article 1 when there is no basis at?
Wala kasing final decision pa yung COA.
Exactly. So anong idinidemanda mo sa Vice President kung wala naman palang penal na irregularidad? Kasi sang-ayon sa inyo, ang finding nyo, non-compliant. So if it's not compliant, subject to review. Yung decision nyo, kasi nasabi nyo nga preliminary. Para sa depensa, hindi, compliant kami eh. Pero pinagpipilitan nyo, hindi, kasi ang interpretasyon nila, hindi kasama yon. O ang interpretasyon ng depensa, hindi naman kailangan eh. So madalit sabi, yung issue yun, tatalakayin pa yan. Kaya nga may review. Pupunta ka sa commissioner on audit. Pag nanalo ka doon, nanalo prosecution, tatakbo ka naman sa taas. Kung sa madalit sabi, bakit tayo nagbibista? Dapat itong Article 1, i-dismiss na yan.
So dapat hintay muna natin yung final
Exactly.
decision ng COA dito sa lahat ng allegations.
Kasi lumalabas, nag-appeal na pala eh.
Yes.
Oh,
Nakabinbin pa.
sinasabi niya pa nga, under evaluation.
Yes.
Tapos kaya paulit-ulit, hindi final. Then what are we doing here?
And she even said naging compliant. The witness also stated na compliant yung DepEd but open for na pwedeng i-reopen daw ulit yung ginawa nilang auditing kung may basis daw po.
It only show na talagang hindi penal. You get the point? No? Hindi binabalidate mo lang yung sinasabi ko.
And the style of the prosecution
No, mabuti binagit mo yan. Nabubwisit ako sa
the
kanya.
acknowledgement receipt, stating all the names and the last names.
Hindi lang yun. Alam mo, marami siya mga snide remarks. Meron siyang mga
snide remarks
dagdag na mga, may Superman pa siya, meron pa siyang salad. Alam mo, mahilig tong paporma pa. Kung ako ang presiding officer, kinontempt ko na matagal yan. Kung pakulong mo muna yan, saka na, pag na himas-masa sa kanya, balik sa akin yan. Dapat ganun eh. Wala eh, itong kaibigan mo, talagang malapit ko na ilagay sa sandwich. Palaman.
Bakit gusto naman niya maging patas lang?
Jesus Maria, hindi patas eh.
Hindi ba?
It only shows his ignorance or his bias. Either or.
Kasi you have been emphasizing for this past few days ng impeachment trial court na walang finality.
The non-basis of this article, wala eh.
Yeah.
Kasi you will only sue if you have a final decision of irregularity on a government agency. Kasi, as far as they're concerned, penal na to sa atin. Eh, meron review eh.
But my question is, Attorney Sal, with that in mind, nung pinopoint mo and pipinayagan na magkaroon ng impeachment for that article po at present ng mga acknowledgement receipt at pinapakita dun sa public, ano bang gusto nilang ipakita sa public na magkaroon ng trial by publicity with only showing all
Yun
these
nga.
receipts na wala pa namang finality?
Yun eh. Sinisiraan nila itong si BP Sara na non-compliant. Kesyo, kung ano-ano, paninira lang talaga ang ginagawa eh. Eh, kayo na nga nagsasabi na hindi pa kayo sigurado kung yung finding nyo, i-affirm o hindi. Eh, bakit yung inilalabas yan?
But with the buong araw na to na nagsalita at the direct exam ni Attorney Kapunan, yung state auditor, napatunayan ba niya na nagkaroon ng misuse ng confidential funds ang Vice President na ang parehong office ng OVP at ng Department of Education?
Wala nga eh. Kasi nga, babalik ulit tayo doon. Hindi nga pinal yung finding mo eh. So ano bang ginagawa pa natin? Kailangan ipinal nyo muna saka kayo magdemanda.
So, walang basis at all yung mga sinabi
Wala.
niya na that the possibility na nagkaroon ng misuse for the personal.
Yun ang sinasabi nila, may misuse. But sila rin ang nagsasabi, pero hindi pa final itong aming sinasabing misuse. Oh, bakit mo sinisiraan si Vice Presidente?
May technicality din kasi sinabi din dun sa first earlier report, di ba?
Na?
Presenting dun sa summary po ng report po na present kanina na nagkaroon sila ng disbursement ng ganitong date, hindi pa nare-release yung confidential funds. Dun sa
Saan sila kumuha ng pera ng ano?
Ay, yun nga tinatanong ng Kaya dinedisallow doon ng COA.
Ibig sabihin, naggastos muna tapos parang reimbursement. O, ibig sabihin kayo nga may atraso eh. Dahil nag-a-advance pa itong mga nagtatrabaho para sa inyo. Tapos tuloy, kaya nung, di ba, nung mag-liquidate, sobra.
Is it anomalous?
Ano?
Maanomalya ba yung gano'ng klase?
Hindi mali yan. It only nga shows na these people are spending their own money.
Aha.
That's why they're asking for reimbursement kasi ang bagal nyo magpalabas ng pera. Tapos, nagpalabas na nga kayo ng pera, sasabihin nyo pa, irregular yung ginagawa namin. Compliant naman kami. You keep on insisting na non-compliant. And yet, you're suing us for something which is not final. Ano ba yan?
So, what do you think ang dapat gawin ng defense?
I will not tell them what to do, but if I were a lawyer and there is an impeachment trial involving the same facts on Article 1, I will move for a dismissal of the case of that Article 1.
Right away.
Or, if I were the presiding officer, I will call the attention of my colleagues. Why are we doing this? Walang basis ng article, i-dismiss natin to. Di ba?
And stop
O
it.
di, gusto nyo, i-file nyo after. Di ba? Otherwise, you're wasting our time.
I-file it after.
Kasi tingnan mo, Hana, what can you get by asking about 5 witnesses testifying on something that they found irregular, which is not yet final? Kasi as far as they're concerned, it's irregular. But paano kung yung commissioner audit will not agree with you or the court will not agree with you? O di wala. Di nagsayang lang tayo ng oras.
And money.
Money, lahat yan. Pati waste of time. O kaya naman, nakakatulog tuloy ako sa boredom. But I have to be here because I really have to monitor it.
Nice way to monitor. You're monitoring it
Oo nga.
live.
Kahit na foul weather, nandito tayo, di ba?
Sir Joseph, wala na naman ako masasagot
Start
sa'yo.
yung phrase ng subjudice.
Okay, taas lang po tayo ngayon ha. May nahabol lang po ako na meeting.
Sir, okay, try ko. Sige. Nakalusot, credit notice, binigyan ng credit notice noong 2023 ang definition that's passed ng liquidation regardless of maybe the uniqueness na binayad sa several occasions in one date. Can you comment first on the credit notice? So does it help prosecution, the defense?
Well, it's just a matter of fact. In fact, dati pa namin sinasabi yan kahit ng mga committee hearings pa lang na talagang may credit notice, no, yung DepEd. Obviously, that's not something that was being highlighted even by the media. But yun ang fact, no, na I think it was August 9, 2024 when DepEd received its credit notice. So, at least na nalabas na ngayon in open court na yun talaga yung status. And that's also why I was asking the witness the other day when I was doing the cross kung alam ba niya yung status ng DepEd at kung alam niya anong ibig sabihin ng credit notice. But as the witness mentioned earlier, it's also a fact that a credit notice may be reopened, diba? Meaning kahit na settle na yung account, it may be reopened. So tingnan natin kung anong mangyayari dito sa credit notice na to, because I noticed that emphasis was also being made on if a credit notice can be reopened. But sa amin ngayon, on the part of the defense, at least nailabas na talaga categorically na may credit notice ang DepEd for the first and second quarter ng paggamit ng confidential funds.
Just to limanize it, what does it mean?
Ang credit notice simply means na after evaluation po ng Commission on Audit, ng liquidation report, ng mga submission at ng tugon sa AOM, is they allowed in audit yung nangyaring paggamit ng confidential funds. Meaning wala silang nakitang issue doon sa paggamit ng confidential funds.
Senator Chis Escudero asked for a witness. Wala pa daw pong naririnig na panig ng OVP doon sa notice of disallowance na pinadmit ito ng COA.
Opo, tama po. Because ayon po sa rules ng COA, meaning rules of procedure, pagdating sa mga issuances nila, yung mga responses, meron pong 180 days from the receipt of any notice of disallowance ang ahensya para po maghain ng tinatawag na ating petition for review o parang apela, no, sa commission proper. And I believe that we are still within the 180-day period. Hindi ko lang mabigay yung tamang date pero I think it's around October yung expiration ng 180 days if I'm not mistaken. So, kumbaga, hindi po sa hindi nagresponde ang OBP, ano pa lang, no, nandun pa siya sa period within which OBP can respond.
Yan hindi po pwedeng tawaging mayroon ng anomalya sa pagkain.
Well, sa atin naman po, ang atin namang panig parati is kaya may remedies. Kasi meron pang mga remedyo o meron pang mga hakbang na pwede gawin ng isang ahensya kahit na may notice of disallowance na para umapila at syempre, ang purpose niyan is ma-overturn, no, yung notice of disallowance ng ICFAO. In fact, kahit na yung decision ng Commission proper, meron pa rin tayong remedy na mag-motion for reconsideration, and after ng motion for reconsideration, pwede pa po tayong umakyat sa Supreme Court. Nasa rules po yan ng COA talaga.
So wala pang final verdict.
Kumbaga, wala pa pong final, tama po, na desisyon ukol dyan hanggat may remedyo pa.
Sir, balik lang tayo sa credit notice. Kasi yung anchored kasi yung Article 1 sa misuse of confidential funds alleged. Tapos na-cite nila doon yung alleged misuse of debt and confidential funds. So hindi ba yun na yung kaso ng prosecution nito na may credit notice na po na in other words na clear yung defense?
Well, I don't want to, as you know, no, ayokong bigyan ng any comment yung kaso ng prosecution because it's up to them to prove that, and obviously they will have a different opinion. Pero ang sa atin, as you know, I always try to maintain being objective and factual in terms of yung mga ganitong bagay. At ang sinasabi lang natin, actually hindi to first time matagal na namin sinasabi na may credit notice yung DepEd. It's just hindi siya na-highlight, and buti na lang na-highlight na rin kanina through yung testigo kung ano pa talaga yung status ng confidential funds ng DepEd na meron nga siyang credit notice. Kasi ang napapansin nyo sa mga previous na talakayan, hindi dito sa impeachment court, pero outside, no, kinakat doon sa ano na nangyari doon sa AOM, when in fact, matagal nang na-issue yung credit notice na yon, August pa nga 2024. But ganun pa man, just to be factual about it, nagsabi rin naman yung testigo kanina na yun nga, no, meron yun sa rules sila, pwede pa raw buksan sakaling may makitang material new evidence, no, from the time they issued the credit notice within the 3-year period after that. So I mean, let's just be factual para hindi magulo din yung ating mga kababayan. But yun, that's what it is. May credit notice ang DepEd.
Sir, kanina rin sabi ni, question ni Attorney Ferrer yung competence ng witness. Can you expound on this?
Ano po exactly yung question, ma'am? If matandaan nyo lang, kasi maraming beses na question ng competence
Yung sa umpisa pa lang, sir, so niya kung competent na sumagot yung witness sa mga exhibit na ipipresent ng prosecution.
I think it's because, ang competence naman, it's either wala kang personal knowledge or you're asking for a conclusion or an interpretation that the witness is not allowed to do so. But kanina kasi ang naging talakayan and ang naging decision ng ating presiding officer is just let the witness answer if she knows. So sumusunod lang po tayo sa anong nangyari. I'm sorry, hindi kita madirektang masagot because I think I can remember she objected at least thrice or 4 times. So, hindi ko lang direktang masabi. Pero para lang maintindihan ng ating mga kababayan, competence kasi means that, that you have personal knowledge, that you have the expertise to answer a certain question. Lalo na pag opinion yan, ang ordinary witness di pwede magbigay ng opinion. Expert witnesses na pwede magbigay ng opinion. So, maaring it borders on those things, no? Or any interpretation or conclusion of law that obviously witnesses cannot make. So, maaring yun po yung pinanggagalingan ni Attorney Ferrer.
Sir, general comments lang. It was something, pero comment lang doon sa point ng prosecution na na-disallow yung 375 million pesos owing to confidential dahil may problem dun sa chain of custody ng money na dispersed sa inyo tao.
Oo. That goes into our main defenses, no? Kasi unang-una, yung notice of disallowance na yan, sasagot pa lang yung OBP. No? So, it will be answered within the 180-day period. Pangalawa, I think we will be able to address this issue during our own presentation of our evidence in chief. So, ano lang po, pakihintay na lang po siguro yung turn naman namin magpresenta nito.
Attorney, yung sa simula kanina sa stipulation of yung sa stipulation na nangyari kanina ng mga yung pinag-uusapan kung mag-stipulator na ang naging pa siya ng presiding officer is to submit the copies, yung defense. Ito ba yung 800?
Yes. Yung hindi lang yata 800. I think lahat ng ARs, pati itong first, second, and third quarter. Oo. So, I think 4,000 ba? Parang ganun.
Total of OBB data.
Oo. So yun po yung pinapasubmit. Kasi ang nangyari, kaya nga sinasabi namin, although they keep on saying it's a common exhibit, meaning parehong dokumento, iba po kasi yung markings. May AR, kunyari makita tayo ng isang AR, hindi po nakamark yan as prosecution and defense. Meron pong baling isang AR, 2 kopya, mark ng defense yung isa, mark ng prosecution yung isa. That's why sinasabi natin, it's not strictly a common exhibit. No? But ang naging decision naman is one, to use muna yung table na which is really allowed under the rules. Tama din naman po ang presiding officer. Of course, tama rin naman si Attorney Kapunan. It's provided under the rules, no, na pag voluminous ang documents, pwede namang summary lang. So yung summary, yung table na ginawa ng witness at in-identifying witness ay nagamit kanina, and then nautusan naman tayo na mag-submit rin kasi apparently hindi yata nagkaroon ng kopya yung impeachment court naman nung aming mga minarkahan na acknowledgement. Yes, kaya yun. Kasi markado na yun eh. So dapat we should easily be able to submit those.
Ano rin na yung reaction standing rules na suggestion ni Senate Majority Leader ni sabihin na ibalik sa Pilipinas.
My personal preference, pero hindi na kami, we will submit to whatever the impeachment court decides on. Tayo naman susunod lang po tayo. To be honest ako personally, pero personal ko to, hindi to defense team. Personally, nasanay ako dun sa 2 o'clock noon, and then so I had to adjust to the 10 a.m. So kung ibabalik, wala namang problema na hapon. But tingnan lang natin. I think ang gusto din naman natin dito is maging maayos yung pagtakbo ng impeachment trial without also compromising syempre yung mga trabaho din naman ng Senado while this impeachment trial is being undertaken or is ongoing.
Attorney, kanina po kasi nagkaroon ng discussion regarding natin sa was it a miscommunication yung schedule dapat ng pag-meet? Bakit hindi kayo nag-meet this Thursday, Friday?
Oo, I heard that August 14 kasi yung nabigay na schedule ng team, no? But I don't want to comment any further na nagkasagutan na yung bawat panig doon sa floor kanina. Ayun na sigurong dagdagan pa yun if you would just excuse me for that. And then, meron namang decision na rin ng ating presiding officer. So, at least from now, ay tuloy-tuloy na yan.
So, mga may paliwanag lang dun sa mga confidential funds na napunta umano sa Christmas party.
Hindi naman po again, I don't want to get into the merits, pero may tanong kanina, so I'll just do the factual thing, no? Kasi, syempre, iba yung depensa namin. Pero may tanong din kanina ang ating presiding officer kung yung pondo ba ay ginamit sa doon sa event mismo or doon sa mga operations para maging successful or secure yung event. At nasagot naman ng ating testigo na yung COA witness kanina, si Ma'am Del Campo, no, na ang pagkakaintindi niya is ginamit yon not for those events. Kumbaga hindi yung confidential funds yung ginamit para sa event na yun, pero for those activities to maintain or prepare or not prepare but to secure those events.
But in proper time,
In proper time, we'll have to address that also para makita din kung ano talaga yung ano ba talaga ang paggamit ng confidential funds at ano yung saklaw ng pinaggamitan nito.
Sir, nothing unusual with the several payments in several locations in the Philippines in one day?
Well, I don't want to say now but we'll address that. We'll address that.
Okay guys, yun lang ang video natin for today. At don't forget to follow, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. At marami pong salamat sa inyong lahat. God bless everyone. I love you all. Bye-bye.